Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Job Hunt LLC. Usually we have some crazy stuff going on with the company, but um everything's fine today. I don't know. Everything's good. Me and Dean, we're living our best lives, you know. I'm in the North Pole and Dean's in Antarctica. Uh we're chilling. And I just want to say, fuck you, Marcus. Fuck you for fuck you. Fuck you, Marcus. This is all your fault. You motherfucker. You're lucky I'm not firing you. I can't say why because I'm not allowed to say why. I'm not allowed to. And Marcus, it's all your fault. Fuck you, Marcus. But everything's fine. Okay, so nothing's going on with the company. Everything's good. No big deal. We're gonna introduce Dean in really quick, and I have a little story to tell.
Yeah,
Dean?
guys, trust me, everything's fine with the
Dean,
job.
why the fuck? Why is your name Dean? Where's your goofy? Oh, I forgot. We're not allowed to. Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. Hey, I don't have no goofy name. Okay.
Your name's Dean.
Everything at the Job Hunt LLC is fine. Okay, that's why it just says Dean. But today we're gonna be doing another interview. And
we're doing okay. Hold on. Let me tell the story really quick. So Sai, right? He's still in Australia. He's working from home. He's doing a great job. Sometimes his Wi-Fi cuts out and he can't work. I don't know. It's every other day he logs on 3 hours late, and I don't know. Maybe we had a pay raise recently. You know, we went up to Dean. What was the number? We were at.
I think we finally got to I think it was 13 cents.
Yeah. It was 13 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So we finally got all that shit figured out. But I don't know. So I just he's just not having it. So upon this being said, we found a negotiative offer. Okay, from a dear friend of ours. She was saying, "Hey, I can do the shit that Sai does 10 times better." And I was like, but what's the pay gonna be? And she said, "I'll do it for free." Dean, what do you think about that? She said she'll do it for free. She said she'll.
I do think cost-wise it is a good idea, but obviously Sai has a good place in our hearts. So I'm a little torn between the two. I will say.
I don't think I'm gonna fire Sai.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways, sorry, I have food in my mouth. Let's introduce this replacement into the podcast. She goes by the name of Sydney BECRAFT, very talented artist. Sydney, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing good. Pleased to be here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm really pleased to be here. Glad to be here, even though I didn't realize it was on Zoom. Still really pleased to be here.
That's a crazy thing that happened. I need to pull up those texts. You said...
Man, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I genuinely thought that you guys had a whole setup going on.
You said, can Sam come with? And I said, on the
with.
interview? And you said, nah, just to hang, he'll be quiet. I said, that's fine. And she said, epic. Also, what's your Addy? I'm in Tempe at his place right now. And I said, we do the interviews on Zoom. And then we just laughed about that a little bit, but holy shit. That fucking Kobe.
Oh my god, it's The Rock.
Oh,
and it's Kobe.
Yo, holy fuck.
We got everybody up here.
Now, this is a creative mind in the making. As you can see, she could just make respectable public figures appear behind her. So we're dying to learn more about it and all the art and all the power and all the magic. Okay, so Dean, if you don't mind asking the first question today.
Sydney, it's an honor to have you here today. But I must ask, the most important question to start off the interview is tell us about yourself.
Oh God, okay. All right, where do we begin? Okay, so well, I knew you guys back in high school. That's how we know each other. That's where the art career started. Now I go to the Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. I'm an illustration major and a printmaking minor, but I do a little bit of everything regarding artwork. Yeah, what else about me? I love to travel. I just got back from a trip to Japan. I use a lot of my travels for inspiration for my artwork and stuff like that. And I love doing a bunch of narrative kind of pieces and things like that, and relating my individual experiences from like traveling and my life in general, and conveying that into my artwork.
So Sydney strictly focuses on illustration, right? We've talked to a lot
Yeah.
of artists that kind of like dabble around in a bunch of other things. I mean, fucking, we talked to Rose Otadi. You remember that, Dean? We talked to Rose Otadi. That guy does damn near everything. He makes music, he draws, he produces music, he's a sound engineer, he has a business, for fuck's sake. But Sydney over here dedicates all of her energy just into illustration. One important key thing that Sydney left out is that she was the president of the Minecraft club at our school.
How'd
Sydney,
I
you want to
forget
tell us
that?
about that?
Oh my god, okay, Minecraft Club, that was a movie. Just you kind of had to be there, but like me and my really good friend Lauren Douglas, #1 in the class, valedictorian, queen, her and I, we both decided that Minecraft Club needed to exist, and so we joined our forces together. I was the creative mind, and she was the everything else, the brains behind the entire function. And we decided, all right, let's just make a Minecraft club. And so we made a Minecraft club, and then this shit escalated like crazy. Like we had no idea that like it would actually be like a thing. And so we we started it, and our first meeting we're like, all right, we'll get about maybe 50 people, you know. The first meeting, 300 people show up into this tiny classroom, and we're like, oh, okay. And so basically from then on, Minecraft Club became infamous. And then Microsoft tried to sponsor us, but then COVID hit, so we didn't get to do that. But literally Microsoft at Fashion Square Mall was like, yo, you guys got a Minecraft club? Like, do you want to come on like a panel like
Jesus
at the
Christ.
mall?
I knew Minecraft Club was successful, but I didn't know it was like Microsoft notoriety successful.
Microsoft Corp themselves.
No, literally, they came to us and they were like, yo, like, we love that you guys are introducing gaming into education. And like, our Minecraft club was not gaming. It was literally like a PowerPoint with like Minecraft memes on it, and then people would just clap. And so the Microsoft people like totally thought that we like would play Minecraft and like do stuff like that. And we're like, and when they said that, we're like, oh yeah, we totally do that, bro. And so they were going to sponsor us for Wolfstock, which is like our like little festival thing that we did at. There was gonna be a bunch of booths for different clubs and like games. And so we were gonna do one, and they were gonna totally like hook us up with like computers and like Minecraft themed prizes. Like totally we're gonna like
Christ.
feature Lauren and I like at the mall. They invited us to the mall for an interview.
Imagine getting invited to the mall.
Huh?
Said imagine getting invited to the mall.
I know, we got invited to the mall.
That's a dream.
And,
That is
yeah, it really was. And
dream
then
for Minecraft.
Unfortunately COVID hit, so none of that got to happen. But wow, if it did,
Damn.
would have been a movie.
That was about to be the 15 minutes of fame. But
No, literally.
we're still working for the 15 minutes of fame. I feel like we're all working for the 15 minutes of fame always. Sydney, however, despite the Minecraft club, which me and Dean graduated by the time Sydney started Minecraft club, so we were unable to attend due to, reasons being why the fuck would we go back to our high school in general at all ever? So like we couldn't attend Minecraft club. Speaking of clubs, I did start a conspiracy theory club at the same school.
Forgot about that.
That got
That's
overshadowed heavily by the one club by Cowboy Club.
Cowboy Club.
Cowboy Club swept me off my feet. That was, I was like, oh yeah, Conspiracy Theory Club is gonna go crazy, and then Cowboy Club came, and they had a, they had to like fill up the auditorium for those meetings.
It was, I mean, Cowboy Club was definitely the core inspiration for Minecraft Club. We were like, let's just do stupid stuff and call it a club and put it on our resumes. And we did. And yeah, no, Cowboy Club, I don't think you could compete with that. I don't think even Minecraft Club could have competed with Cowboy Club. They would sell out the auditorium. Like,
Cowboy
all
Club
the
was just like
people there.
a crazy thing. I don't know. Like they had, I remember the one meeting that I went to was the first one. They had like a Kahoot going on. Kahoot damn near crashed from how many people were trying to join that thing. But
We did a Kahoot too, and we counted, it was like 300 people in the Kahoot.
Wow.
And
So-
like all the questions didn't make sense. It was like, what's Sydney's favorite Minecraft block? And then all the options were like melon. So you just had like pure luck of the
you just had
draw.
to pick the right melon.
Yeah, you just had to pick the right one.
I think Dean has a question.
I do
Yep.
have a question. So you said like roughly 300 people. Is that how many people were in the club, or do you have like an exact amount?
It was like roughly 300 people. It kind of depended on the day. The first club meeting went absolutely crazy. Everybody was like, oh my God, it's gonna be Cowboy Club Part 2. And then we had like a group of freshmen in there that were like, why aren't we playing Minecraft, bro? And I was like, I don't know. We had like some angry freshmen in there that were like pissed that we weren't actually playing Minecraft and doing actual stuff. But yeah, the first meeting we had like about 300, and then I'd say like the second meeting was around like 150, 200-ish range. And then COVID hit, so we didn't get to do like any more. But I know it got cut too short.
COVID was just a terrible thing that happened to everyone. My Disneyland trip
Oh,
that our unnamed university was hosting got cut short because of COVID. We were all ready to go to Disneyland, and then they sent out a nice email saying, hey, due to unforeseen circumstances with coronavirus, you guys aren't going to Disneyland. And that's the moment we realized that COVID shit was real. At first we were like, nah, it's just COVID. But then they were like, you're not going to Disneyland. And we were like, oh fuck.
my
What do you mean
God,
we're not going to Disneyland?
I almost got stuck in Mexico when COVID hit. I was down in Puerto Penasco, you know, doing the DM
Right.
jive at Las Palomas, you know. And yeah, no, we're all like sitting around the table and we're like, haha, this coronavirus, we're gonna be out of school for 2 weeks. And then like the next day comes and just the world just fell to shit. And then they're like, okay, the Mexican border is closing in 24 hours.
Oh shit.
And we're like, okay, let's get out of Mexico, guys.
Yeah.
Holy
It's,
cow.
it's not even like a matter of like Mexico. It's just like I would not want to be outside of my home. During,
Yeah,
like,
no,
that
I mean, I
happening.
don't think there was any good place to be during COVID.
Yeah.
Specifically in a country that you're
You don't
not
speak
actually
the native
from.
language whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's an awful thing going on. I remember I left Tempe, which Tempe, Arizona, for the viewers watching. That's where me and Dean resided before, you know, we had to move to North Pole and Antarctica, respectively. I was in Tempe and everyone was chilling there. Everyone was fine. And then me and a couple of friends decided to go to Flagstaff. And we were like, okay, let's go. We went to Flagstaff, chilled there for 3 days, came back, and it was just dead. Absolutely no one's outside. You walk into the dorm hall, they're like, okay, you got to put like a mask on. We're like, well, hold on, what the fuck happened? It's like I thought I entered like a new world. That's what that shit felt like to me.
No, yeah, for real. Came back to the US and there was no toilet paper or anything. I was like, oh,
That's what I'm
fuck.
saying. So
Weird.
we talked about clubs and just like general like shit going on, but you also mentioned previously that you are doing a lot with illustration. Obviously, Sydney BECRAFT works very closely with Leon. Actually, you know, we didn't hire Leon to the Job Hunt LLC. He eventually got hired at the Hob Hunt LLC, but then he quit and begged on his knees to join the Job Hunt LLC. I said no, and now he's neutral. But Sydney works very closely with Leon, and they're working on a little project thing going on right now, for like fan art or something like that. Sydney, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've just been illustrating a few pictures based on like different songs that Leon's got going on, and I'm planning on making a few more pieces for him coming up. I just had a travel break there, so we're gonna resume. But yeah, no, we're just making a bunch of different shit for Leon.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's crazy. But you know, Leon, he's not like a big artist or anything. Not really like out there or anything going on like that yet. But Sydney has done some crazy shit before. And one of those big things is you designed one of the recycle bins at Coachella. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, oh my god, that was definitely like probably the biggest thing I've actually done like with my art career so far. That was like really crazy. So basically I worked with this sustainability company called Global Inheritance. Shout out to Global Inheritance, very cool people. They're in charge of reducing the environmental impact of a lot of different festivals like Camp Flog Gnaw, Coachella, Lollapalooza, and a bunch of stuff. And so they hire individual artists to create different art pieces for the festival grounds. And so I applied just like on a whim. Like I really didn't think that I would like actually get chosen to do this. And so I just designed a recycling bin that they put a bunch of recycling bins out in the field that are all decorated and really nice looking. And it encourages festival goers to recycle and clean up their trash at the festival. And so I posted it on Instagram and like waited like a good day or two. And then I saw Global Inheritance liked it. And I was like, ooh, this maybe it might be something, like, oh my God, you know? And so I'm like sitting there and I made the illustrations that were on it for a class actually at SCAD for my illustration class. We just had to design some festival posters. And so I was like, all right, cool, I'm using that and I'm putting them on my recycling bin. And so I remember I was like taking a nap one day and then I woke up and I got a call from Los Angeles. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh shit, it's time, everybody. Yeah, no, literally, I was like, oh shit, it's time, everybody. And so I called them back and they're like, hey, this is Global Inheritance with Coachella. And I'm like, hi. Like, you know, I'm like totally like, this is my first like call with like anybody that's of that high level, like in the art industry. And so I'm just like, hey, I've missed your call. Like, what's up? And so he's like, so we want to hire you to do one of the recycling bins at Coachella. Like, does that sound good? And then they went over some guidelines with me. And so after all that, I had to buy my own recycling bin because I didn't reside in the LA area. I was in Savannah, Georgia. So I bought my own recycling bin. I shipped that to my apartment. I took it upstairs and I literally sat down for like a whole week over my spring break and just painted the whole thing for hours on hours for days. And then finally I finished it. I shipped it off. It costed me so much fucking money to ship that thing off to LA, but I didn't even care. I was like, it's getting there and I'm going to Coachella. They gave me 2 free VIP tickets. I brought my friend Sam. I'm in his house right now. I brought Sam with me. And then they kept like, right above your head. Oh yeah, like got the Coachella banner up there.
Ooh.
And they kept like and then I did a little mini recycling bin too, and I got first place for that in their little competition for that one. And then they gave me another free VIP ticket. And then when Sam and I got to Coachella, we went to get our tickets from Will Call and they accidentally gave us another VIP ticket, which is like $1,000 worth ticket,
Christ.
like expensive. And they accidentally gave us another one and it was activated and like everything. Like they just gave it for free. And I was trying to tell them like, dude, like we don't want to take this. Like it's not ours. And they're like, why are you trying to give it back? And I was like,
you're right.
All right. And then we left.
Did you guys have 3 tickets or 4 tickets total then?
So I had my ticket for me. I gave Sam a free ticket, and then literally 24 hours before Coachella even started, I called my friend Rachel because we had another VIP ticket because my friend Alex in Savannah accidentally bought 2 tickets. And he was like, well, shit, like I need like someone to take it or something, you know? And so I called her and she literally dropped everything And within 24 hours, she went to Coachella, literally had like a trash bag full of clothes.
I picked her up.
Like, and then I had one more. So I think I had like 4 free VIP tickets in total.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Hey, shout
no,
out
I
to
mean,
Alex from Savannah, Georgia for the
yeah,
free-
really. No,
for the
he
free
came in
ticket.
clutch with that. He did. Even though he messed up his order and spent like so much money on 2 tickets.
Yeah, I would be furious because I'm currently in the process of organizing the Job Hunt LLC Coachella event. And so I also purchased a Coachella ticket for this year. And
Oh, really?
holy fuck, that shit is expensive. Holy fuck. I mean, like,
Yeah.
sure, it's
I'm-
worth it. I mean, who headlined last year? It was Harry Styles, The Weeknd.
It was Harry Styles. Oh God, who the hell was it? Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, and the Weeknd. The Weeknd and Swedish House Mafia. But
Oh my
they replaced
God.
Yay, which was good in retrospect. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, no, I mean the lineup was like really, really good actually. This coming year is gonna be crazy, and I considered doing another bin, but I literally had nightmares about that recycling bin. Like I was so scared about it getting to California, like shipping from Georgia to California. Like I was like, shit, it's gonna get there and just be destroyed, and they're gonna revoke my tickets, and I'm like freaking out about it. I had nightmares. Like I literally had one nightmare that was like 15 seconds, and just the only thing that was in the nightmare was the recycling bin. That was it, and it was like a dark filter, and that's it.
The lid just
Holy
like
crap.
opens up on the recycling bin. It's like, boo.
Literally,
I'm not gonna
like-
ship to California. And you're like,
No, yeah, that shit weighed on my mind for about like a month. Like I'm just thinking about, did it make it there? Will it survive weekend 1? And so yeah, it was pretty crazy, but I mean, it was definitely the coolest experience that I've gotten to do. It was really expensive, but I think it was so worth it. I mean, the exposure was really cool, and
right.
got to meet a bunch of different artists and stuff for it. And then I got like a bunch of my friends got to come with, so it was really special. It was really cool.
So I'm assuming you were really excited to go to Coachella. And
Yes.
with that being said, I'm also assuming you're huge on music. Okay, side note, everyone, I've known Sydney for a really long time. Kind of just acting like I don't know her for like the purpose of the interview. But I'm assuming you're big on music. So you want to tell us about some of your like favorite artists that you might have saw at Coachella or just like in general?
Oh my gosh. Well, I saw Phoebe Bridgers at Coachella. She's my number one be all end all. I love her so much. And she was absolutely out of this world. Her show was like her show was life changing. I cried in the crowd and I was proud of it. That skeleton bitch did her thing on stage, and I swear to God, it was so good. And then another person I saw at Coachella that she actually was a surprise guest, and I literally almost shit myself in the middle of the valley. Was when Billie Eilish brought out Hayley Williams from Paramore
Oh,
to
shit.
sing Misery Business. I literally,
No way.
all the friends and I, we just look at each other and we're all like, and we just fucking ran into the crowd.
Is that
It
fucking
was-
Paramore?
Yeah, literally Paramore. And then Brockhampton's last show, that was pretty good too. That was a wholesome moment. Pretty sad.
Brockhampton shows are just fucking movies in general.
It was. I mean, like they got all at the end, they all went up and they took a bow, and everybody in the crowd was like so emo. But it was so good. We saw the
bet.
very last show, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. No, because I went to Camp Flogna in 2019, and
Right.
I was like pretty big on Brockhampton at the time. Dean, I'm sure you remember. You were also big on Brockhampton.
Oh yeah, big
the
time.
the iridescence wave.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
Fuck, that shit was crazy. But it was. I remember the lineup specifically was so fucking goofy. It was like FKJ, not FKJ. Oh my God. FKA Twigs is who it was, not FKJ. FKA Twigs. And look, I'll say it publicly. I fell asleep through that performance. Like I like kind of went to the back of the crowd and I was like, I'm really tired because I was tired. I was like, I'm really tired. I like put my head down, and I took like a 45-minute fucking nap. When I woke up, FKJ was just not FKJ. FKA Twigs was on a just like hanging from somewhere. And I was like, holy shit, I missed a lot of good music. And then Brockhampton came on after. I was still like delusional a little bit. And I just saw like an airplane on the set and everything. And I was like, what the fuck is Brockhampton doing right now? But that show was
No,
insane.
their set design is just
The set
crazy. There was
design's
a
insane.
we had a at Coachella, it was like a giant gorilla, but it was like bobbing its head to the music. It was really something. And I can't imagine what being on drugs like and watching that would have been like. But for real, like what else? Oh, I feel that with the FKA Twigs because like we were all sitting on the grass in the VIP lounge for Harry Styles and we all were like, man, what the fuck? Like I mean, like no hate to Harry Styles or anything. He's a very attractive man and a very likable man. He's very unproblematic.
Right.
You can't like not like Harry Styles. I'm not an avid fan or listener, but yeah, we did leave halfway through the set. Sorry, Harry Styles. We were mentally drained.
That's just it was. As it was. That's just
No,
that's just
literally.
as it was.
Literally, and I mean, during his performance, he was like singing some of the songs like really weird. Like really weird. What was the song that he was singing that was really weird, Sam? When he was singing Adore You, he would like instead of like actually hitting the notes for the chorus, he was like, walk through fire for you, just let me adore you. And we all just started like looking at each other like, what the fuck?
Like, what does this guy
But
do?
no, really. But he
He was
did put on a
nice.
good show. No hate to Harry Styles. We still love Harry Styles, but I just at that point I was mentally out of it.
Harry Styles
Same.
just does like a whole fuck ton of performing. I feel like I would also get sick of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't bad by any means, but also like, I don't know, the Coachella main stage is kind of mid in terms of sound and stuff.
Yeah.
So just kind of,
I
I've
think
never
Harry was doing a cover of himself.
yeah, really, no, he really was. He was out there, and then did he bring out Lizzo? We left. We left. He brought out Lizzo.
That's insane. Come on, Lizzo
Yeah.
is one of the most talented female artists right now.
She's bad.
agree with-
Yeah.
The flute, oh my god. Have you seen her playing that
Bust out
flute,
the
like
flute.
that really expensive flute? I don't know where she was. I just saw a video of it like a few days ago, and she's playing like this like expensive ass like glass flute.
The shit
She-
that happens when you're rich.
Yeah, you have
She
to
goes
buy
out-
it.
Shit that happens. Yeah, but I don't know. I've never been to Coachella, and so I'm not sure what to expect when I go. Like I went to Camp Flogna, and I'm like a huge fan of just like more like underground. I hate to be that guy that's like I
No,
don't
I get it,
listen to mainstream pop. I don't listen to Harry Styles, but like really, I just don't. And
No, I feel that though. Like that was kind of me with the lineup. Like I really enjoyed the lineup, and like there was some like features in there that were like hell yeah, like Phoebe and stuff. I mean, you can consider Phoebe a little mainstream, I guess, for depressed
I don't
women.
know. Is it true that all Phoebe Bridgers fans are also Mitski fans?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I like Mitski, but I'm not like so crazy about her. I mean, I think she's good and stuff, but like I much rather cry to a Phoebe Bridgers song than a Mitski song.
But would you consider yourself to be a Mitski fan?
Um,
A fan of her music?
I think at one point in time I kind of was, but now it has fizzled out a little bit. Can't lie.
So the rumor is true.
Yeah, no, I would
Because
say
who
so.
said that? DJ said
think-
that.
He did say that.
DJ was
think
like,
that's
there's
fair.
no shot that there's a Phoebe Bridgers fan that isn't a Mitski fan and vice versa.
I think that's fair.
That's such a generalization.
It's fair
I
though.
don't know. DJ's usually right about a lot of things.
He was on to something for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, did you see that Danny Elfman and Phoebe Bridgers just did the Nightmare Before Christmas like thing together, and Phoebe played Sally? My life changed a little bit.
Oh, I bet. As a Phoebe Bridgers fan, or as
Yeah.
the Phoebe Bridgers fan that you are,
Oh yeah, no,
I would
literally.
assume that's really exciting for you.
That woman could just stand on stage and say nothing, and I probably would cry. For real.
I really need
She's
to like
good.
get into her music. I feel like
She's just so good. I mean, like, everybody has the stigma that if you listen to Phoebe Bridgers, you're like severely depressed, and like that is true. But also, like, I don't know. I feel like her music is like very just like romanticizes like just a normal life. I guess you could say, not so much about like it's not so much about fame and everything like that. It's just she talks about like her everyday life. I feel like in her music and stuff, so it's very like relatable.
she's very
I don't
humble.
know. Yeah, she's very humble. We love Phoebe.
So for girls, Phoebe Bridgers is the depression music you go to. For men, it's Frank Ocean. I feel like, but for
Yeah,
alpha males, it's Death Grips. What do you think about that?
I think that's true. I think that's fair.
What are your like realistic, honest, true thoughts on Death Grips?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not an avid listener, but I have listened a little bit, and I like them. I think they're like pretty cool. I like watching their music videos and shit. Those
Oh
are
yeah,
fun.
the music videos are tight.
Yeah, the
Any
music videos
street-
are really cool.
Any street you play Death Grips on turns that street into Chernobyl for the hoes.
What'd you say?
I said any street you play Death Grips on turns that street into Chernobyl for the hoes.
Oh, 100%.
Come on,
For
dude.
sure. I feel like men who are like severely broken and like have toxic masculinity are the ones that like listen to Marvin's Room by Drake, and they're like, I'm in my feels.
I got so scared for a second. I don't know, man, because I've been listening to Death Grips for like a little bit. I don't know, a little like 9 or 10 years, and
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say something about
No hate to Death Grips.
because look, I'm trying to be as neutral as possible on this podcast. Look, I'm losing my words a little bit from how scared I was. I'm trying to be as neutral as possible on the podcast, and I think all people are entitled to their own musical opinions.
I agree with
Death
that.
Grips, number one. They're pretty number one for me. For me, at least.
Death,
It's like
Death
you're-
Grips fans when they throw the computer against the chalkboard to make a new song.
Next.
Next question.
Well, fucking
I heard-
Harrison sent me a picture of the door stopper thing, like the one that you can like flick and it like goes like. He was like Death Grip's favorite instrument.
Oh my god. No, for real.
I was gonna ask you, Sydney, is it true that I need a pair of Doc Martens to listen to Phoebe Bridgers?
No, it's not true. I love Doc Martens. I think they look so cute, but they're the most uncomfortable goddamn shoe in this whole entire planet, in my
That seems
opinion.
good.
So no, you do not.
They're the big
Um,
steppers.
Yeah, the big steppers. Like they're cute. Don't get me wrong. They got some great collabs going with Doc Martens, but I swear to God, that shit digs into my heel and fucks me up. I don't wear them. But the
I feel
amount
like-
of
sorry.
I was just gonna say the amount of Doc Martens at that damn show is like jaw dropping.
I can't
Where-
imagine walking around all of Coachella in a pair of Doc Martens. Like it
Hell no.
doesn't seem like probable to me at all.
I can barely walk down the damn street in them. They hurt like motherfucker. Like
Strong ass shoes.
the amount of white Air Forces I saw in the Billie Eilish and Harry Styles crowd was just concerning. I do
Incredible.
wear white Air Forces, but still.
Okay, so I feel like this is a good segue over here. Okay, so like watch this segue that I'm about to do because like I've been practicing these. You were talking about how Doc Martin does like good collabs and stuff, but now I'm gonna
Yeah.
tie this back to Minecraft Club. Okay,
All right.
what do you think? I know there's been a lot of shit going around about like Balenciaga right now,
Right.
but what do you think of the Balenciaga Minecraft collab?
Balenciaga and Minecraft happened? I thought it was Burberry.
Was it Burberry? It was Burberry.
I think it's
Never mind.
Burberry. I think
It
that
is
shit goes so
Burberry.
fucking hard. Don't even at me. I was just proud to see the representation of Minecraft in a luxury sort of way. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought it was like funny too. I mean, like I have so many ads for that shit on my Instagram.
No, when I
Like,
first
every
got
single
that
time.
Burberry Minecraft ad, I was like, what the fuck?
No, I know. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. And I mean, I like the idea that like clothing lately is now becoming like a little humorous too, in a sense. Like, I don't know. People like find like it funny to wear funnier shirts and like wear like a Minecraft shirt and shit like that. Like,
Right.
I like that. I don't know. I think it's fun.
It's
I think
hype
it,
beast. It's hype beast.
yeah, and I think it like strays away from like the pretentious like stereotype of like hype beast shit too.
Hmm.
Just
Right.
like I'm just here.
I was gonna say, do you guys remember? Do you remember like when you were in middle school and like there'd always be that one kid with like the creeper hoodie,
Oh
like the
yeah,
one that like zips up over your face?
I wanted one.
Like
I want one of those now.
that hoodie has now come full circle, like after like a decade, and
With
now we
Babe.
have Minecraft X Burberry collab. Like it's literally like it's come
It's like cool
full
now.
circle in terms of fashion.
The next collab that's gonna happen is a Cookie Monster collab because I grew up in LA and fucking there were just numerous motherfuckers wearing like Cookie Monster pajamas just to, like wear them over there. It was crazy.
Do you remember those days? Like, I don't even know when the fuck this era was. Like early 2000s when like people would wear like the Stewie shirt and it was like it like looked like airbrushed and shit. Things like that. That style was so fucking that. Why did we leave that behind?
Bro, the airbrush shirts were crazy in like 2000 like 10 in my opinion.
No, for real. And just
That was
like
just,
the
like, a
stupid
crazy thing,
graphic tees that you'd like get from like Target or like Spencer's and shit and like Hot Topic. Like the ones that like made no fucking sense at all. It was just
Right.
like a picture of like Cookie Monster.
Me
Why did
in
we leave
like
that behind?
5th grade, my school photo is like SpongeBob like pointing up. He's like that. And it says swag on the bottom of
Oh
it,
my
in, like
God.
big cursive letters. And I also had a Perry the Platypus shirt.
Fire.
Yeah, there's
I don't know
you,
why
you'd
we
always-
let that just fall into the discount bin of death. Like what?
I'm saying
We're bringing it back.
fashion is an art form of itself.
It
That's
is.
all I'm saying.
It really is. I mean, the shit that gets in style is so questionable sometimes.
Yeah,
know, I
like that
kinda- I
one
kinda
brand,
miss-
extended use or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that
yeah.
one's interesting, bro. I wore my extended use in Japan, and someone on Hinge was like, "Yo, what does extended use mean?" Like, and someone on Hinge liked my picture and was like, "Yo, like, why is there a creeper like on the shirt? And like, what does extended use mean?" And I'm like standing in front of like Shinjuku, like Tokyo, Japan, like with all those neon lights. It was pretty iconic. I can't lie. I wore my Minecraft shirt to Shibuya.
Oh my god.
Hid
I
my
love
tattoo.
Shibuya.
I mean Shibuya is super cool. I like Shibuya a lot, but it's very busy. Very very busy. Like compared to just other parts in Japan, like in Tokyo, it is just oof, it's
I bet.
swamped with people. But
My
it's like it's really cool. And like the streetwear stores, I mean, it's so cool because there's so many different brands that are Japanese brands that you
Right.
can't get in the US and stuff. So like that shit's really cool.
My question is, did you go to Shibuya just to go to Shibuya, or did you go to Shibuya because Frank Ocean told you to go to Shibuya?
No, I went to Shibuya because I think I went to Shibuya before Chanel even like came out, like when back in the day. But I did have to hide my tattoos in Shibuya.
Interesting. Wait, why?
No, I didn't have to, but I did because like obviously I had to honor Frank.
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
I had to
Okay.
honor Frank. But no, yeah, Shibuya's crazy. I mean, all of Japan is so crazy. I didn't get to meet Lil Nas when I was there though. That was kind of foul.
Was
in
he there
Japan
at the same time?
Yeah, he was, and like I like saw some pictures, and I'm like, damn, I know where the fuck that is. Like, and I didn't see him.
You should have pulled up.
I don't know. I'm like, damn, we should have just gone to like the Ansakya or something together.
Just go for a dinner.
Go
Quick
for it,
Shibuya
yeah. Go
dinner
get
with
some,
Lil Nas
go get
X.
some sake bombs with Lil Nas.
So I'm interested in finding out. Again, obviously, side note, everyone. We already know Sydney, right? Like
Yep.
we've been very good friends for a while now. But I'm interested in finding out about some of the other collaborations that you've done. I know you've worked with like Coachella, obviously. You've like done like one of the recycling bins for them. But like what else have you done that's like a significant, like notable like establishment in your illustration career?
Well, back in my junior year of high school, I got invited by the college I go to now, SCAD. They invited me and another one of the students from Desert Mountain, who is my really good friend, Libby Miller, and my art teacher, and we got invited to go to Hong Kong. And we worked on a design immersion program that they called it, and it was for Google Maps. That shit was pretty crazy. I mean, like that was really like random and last minute kind of too.
What does that entail though?
It was, oh my goodness, like basically our goal was to redesign the app of Google Maps, and so basically we were adding different features and everything like that to the app and improving the app and how and its user experience and things like that. So we came up with a bunch of different ideas and stuff, and then we actually presented it to the vice president of SCAD and a few representatives from Google at the end of our trip. And so that was pretty crazy just because I was just a junior, so like in high school I was
right.
like
a lot of stress.
Yeah, I was like 17 standing up there. God,
like,
and
I did this. Here you go, vice president.
Yeah,
of
literally,
SCAD
like
and
I was
Google
like,
representatives. Like Jesus fuck.
Yeah, and then afterwards, like my dad came with to Hong Kong, and he's talking to the vice president. The vice president's like, "Yo, she's got to go to SCAD, like, and be a design student." Like,
damn.
I know. I was like, "Damn." He thought about my presentation out of all of them. I was like,
Wow.
all right. Yeah, that one was pretty crazy. And then I did a bunch of just random stuff with like my friends who are artists. I work a lot with my friend Sam, sitting over there. EU Creations.
Sorry, side note. There's a lot of Sam sitting over there. Sam this, Sam that. I feel like we need to see snippet of Sam before
we need a Sam reveal.
EU Creations X Cindy BECRAFT.
It's the Sam reveal.
The Sam reveal.
Come back into the frame, and then Sydney, if you don't mind talking, so it switches to you.
What?
On my screen, it like switches. Oh, there you go.
All right. Yeah, no, so I work with Sam a bunch. Sam is a lot more fashion driven than I am in terms of stuff. He loves to sew and do a bunch of shit like that. I bought him that in Japan. It's a Minions watch. Kind of goes crazy, I can't lie.
Guy has the AP on his wrist.
For real.
This thing got an AP shit, so not mine.
Yeah, and so we both just like work together a lot on different stuff. Sam and I have been friends. We've known each other since first grade, actually. We used to play Kung Fu Panda on the playground.
Wait, you used to play Kung Fu Panda on the playground? Okay.
Oh yeah, we did.
We need some like details on like how this.
All right. I'm pretty sure I played as the tiger, and I'm pretty sure Sam played as the panda. Oh, he says the crane. I don't know. I swear to God, it was the panda. I like don't remember exactly, but like we definitely were like. I think Sam was the panda.
I feel like one of you had to be the panda. I mean,
I'm pretty sure you were like, I'm the panda. Like, I was like the tiger, I think, or maybe the snake. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what we actually did. I think we did like fake kung fu moves. Shit on the playground. Probably like ate sand and shit, you know.
Krabby Patties.
Sand Krabby Patties.
Sand Krabby
Yeah.
Patties.
And then we had kind of the disconnect for quite a bit.
That was the wrong one. I'm so sorry.
You're good. We had quite the disconnect for a little bit because I moved schools in second grade and Sam stayed in the Fountain Hills school system until like 8th grade. But then
big mistake.
Freshman year, we're both in studio art with my all-time favorite teacher, Miss Ann Wilkins. And I noticed him and I'm like, I know that kid. Like, I know that kid. And like I was like, damn, I know that kid. And I like walked up to him. I'm like, is your name Sam? And he was like, yeah. And then I don't know, it went from there, bro. And now we've been best friends ever since Ride or Dies. And so I started my like shoe business. I don't really do it that much anymore because it's so demanding and I'm falling out of the fashion side of things and more so into the illustration marketing side of things. But Sam and I both started like our shoe businesses and would hype each other up and shit in high school.
You need a partner to do this shit. That's the main thing.
Yeah, for real.
To get started, like someone to support your shit. That's like a mutual thing.
Yeah, like we both were like definitely each other's like biggest supporters and still are. We still are.
Right.
I was the first extended use customer ever.
God damn.
Yeah,
Everyone,
no,
round
I
of
got the
applause for Sydney, first ever extended use customers.
yes,
Like,
for
we're all
real.
extended use, like loyal customers now. Also, so like
For
that's
real.
a
Like I've been
huge
there since
thing.
day one. Like I got the first pair of shoes that Sam has ever made. I still have them. They're in my closet. They got the Gucci print on them. They're the Air Forces. And they were like, it was just so funny because like it's so funny to see how far they've came like with it. Like Sam, like the first pair they were like glued on there, the fabric, and now they're all like stitched and like, you know, he's mastered his craft and stuff. But I still keep them because like obviously first
I
to
know this is
you.
the Sydney BECRAFT interview, but like Sam's progression is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. He went from like Gucci printed Air Force One designing to jackets that say boner on them, and honestly,
No, literally
it's just
like the
it's amazing work.
bro, he's evolved like a damn Pokemon, I swear to God.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd say like you're really close to getting into your fullest form. Like once college like graduates, then you're gonna be the final evolution.
Right.
But yeah, no, literally.
One thing about Sam Perry is when I was a junior in high school, because Sam Perry also went to high school with me, Dean, and Sydney. And one time, it was just like a really like weird thing. Sam swears he doesn't remember this, but I remember it so perfectly. I was sitting at the table waiting for like my friends to pull up, just like we sat at the same table every day. And Sam kind of just came and sat at the table and stared at me for like 15, 20 seconds. Sam, tell me you don't remember that.
No, that definitely happened. That had to have happened.
It happened. I was so confused because I had no clue who this guy was. He was just like staring at me. I was like,
Is that how we met?
I don't even know when
oh,
I
we didn't
met
even meet
so
them. We
I
met
don't
like a
even, like,
year
tell you.
later. Sam.
It was
Sam's-
through Dean or someone. Like I just felt like I knew you, and I was like, how do I know this kid? Because like we had so many. All of our friends were friends.
Yeah,
So I
like
was like,
mutual friends.
I
Yeah.
don't know. This kid seems creative. I should talk to him.
You just sat and stared at him.
Yeah, literally, I would like find all the creatives at my high school and be like, all right, nice to meet you. You're never gonna get rid of me for the rest of your life.
Literally.
I like still talk to a lot of them to this day. And like see like the shit that they're on now is fucking insane and very proud of them. But I think establishing relationships like that is so important.
Exactly.
Bro,
And
my
now me and
DM
Sam go to GTA ass nightclubs and just fight for our lives together. We actually did that on what, Tuesday? Yeah, on Tuesday.
God damn.
Good God. Okay, Sydney, I have to revert the conversation a little bit.
Yep.
Or divert or convert or whatever vert.
Lousy bird.
I have some specific illustration questions. All right.
All right.
I relate to them. Dean relates to them. But I know you're going to relate to them the hardest. Now,
Okay.
when someone comes up to you and says, damn, Sydney, your art is crazy. I can't even draw a stick figure. How does that make you feel?
I mean, okay, so the whole thing about like being able to draw is like you just really have to have the drive and like want to be able to learn how to draw. Like I mean, I didn't come out of the womb knowing how to draw shit. Like I taught myself everything, so it's just like a really long process. And I mean, I feel bad like when people are like, how do I do this? And then they're like, well, you can't say, Sydney, that it's bad because you know how to draw. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, for real. I mean, I don't know. I was there one day too, though, like where I didn't know how to draw shit. If you look back at my old shit, you'd be concerned.
That's okay. Concerning art is still art. When did you like really like start doing it?
Well, I've like drawn my whole life for sure. I've always liked art, and my mom and my dad are both actually really good at art. My mom was going to be a art teacher, but then she met my dad, and then she said, "I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom." And so I definitely get a lot of like artistic ability from my mother and my dad. My dad's really good at drawing, and he just doesn't give himself any credit. But I think like around like 7th grade, I was like severely depressed. I was dealing with like anxiety, and like as a 7th grader, you have no idea what the hell that shit is and like why you're such a mess, you know? And so I took art with Miss Slovis. Y'all know Miss Slovis?
I know Keaton Slovis.
Well, it's his mom. It's his mom.
No
She is-
way.
yeah, she's great. I love her so much. And she was like the first teacher that like actually was like, damn, you actually like have a gift for this and you should really nurture it. So she like took me under her wing and stuff. And I was like 7th grade. And then I just like made it like my mission, like, okay, because I like learned that I didn't like sports or dancing, like, and everything like all my other friends did. Like it just wasn't my thing.
Right.
And like I was like, well, okay, I gotta find my niche. And then I just found it in 7th grade, and I just kind of went from there. But I credit Miss Slovis and Miss Wilkins, my high school art teacher, for like so much of my success and ability, because they're the ones that like really pushed me to like continue going, and like that art is gonna be like a possible career, and like it's not a lost cause. Because I remember just thinking like, oh shit, like how am I gonna make a career out of this?
Right.
You know?
One thing
But they're the
about
ones that were just like, you know, you got this, like art is like totally a career.
right.
So I just like nurtured it from day one. And I was like 11, I would say, when I first like really started trying on stuff.
Goddamn.
Yeah, so it's almost been 10 years. 10 years of artwork. But yeah.
That's you started off at a perfect time. I feel like one of like the big things that I want to do, like when and if I have kids, I don't know if I should have kids. I feel like that's like a dangerous thing to do.
That's me. I don't think
Society.
I should.
But I want to make sure like my kids are playing piano at a really, really young age.
I did that.
I did that too.
I've played piano since I was 6 years old, and that actually, I mean, when I was a kid, I really like I like kind of dread going to my piano lessons and shit. But like, I'm so thankful that my parents made me do that, because like I can play piano now, like just by ear, and I can play like I wouldn't say anything, but I can play a lot of shit, and like
Right.
I know how to read music, and I mean, I think learning like an instrument at a young age is so important, especially like piano or guitar or something like that, ones that translate really well. But I think that also like helped my artistic ability too, with just like knowing how to learn something, and knowing that things take time to be able to master. And like I've not mastered piano. Piano is hard to master, but I can play pretty well. And like I play guitar now too, a little bit, not that well, but you know, like I don't know. I've always been on the art music side of things rather than like sports and athletics or academics.
Right.
It's all those activities that use the left side of your brain.
Yes.
Right? Is that what it
Right.
is? Is it
I
the
think
left
it's
side
the
or the
right
right
side.
side that's like artistic?
I think it might be right.
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
it's
know.
right.
Right? Oh, I don't know.
Right.
I'm not
brain
sure.
thinking.
One side of your brain that is like artistic, and then the other side of your brain that's like math.
Exactly.
The math side is dead up here. That's all I'm saying.
Neither one of the
It
sides
worked.
of my brain worked very well, and that's why we started this podcast.
I don't think the math side ever developed for me past like 3rd grade.
I stopped using it in 2018. I'm not even joking.
Like I was like, you know, the TikTok trend, it's
Bro-
like
bro
51 times
remembers.
51. I'm like, shit. Like I'll look at it and be like, like I don't know if I can do long division anymore.
I love how Sam remembers the specific year he stopped using the math side of his brain.
No,
I stopped
literally.
taking math classes that year.
I don't think I ever
Oh,
started that side. I
Yeah.
had to take one math in college, and that's it. And then they're like, all right, you're good.
I also stopped using math in 2018.
Are you sure?
Why would you use math when you have a calculator? No, for real, I can't have kids. Like
I start like fuming. What are you-
I can't have kids. Like when they're gonna be like homework help, I'm gonna be like, oh shit. Like
Yeah,
wait, when it comes
you're
to
going to a
math, like
tutor.
there's no fucking way. Like past 5th grade, we should be worried.
Right. Can I say something about I just remember this about Keaton Slovis. Like,
Yeah.
there are so many of those. Okay, so for the viewers that don't know, Keaton Slovis is the starting quarterback. Is it at Pittsburgh?
He was
Yep.
at USC and now he's at Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
right?
he got it back.
Yeah.
Got a bat.
I like, okay. So many creative fucks just fly out of the high school that we went to. Like, there's no part of our school that was like academically, like, we weren't like an A school whatsoever. Like, academically, we were all fucked in the head. Like, we were just all
Yeah.
No, you're a lot
That-
better. Half their class didn't graduate senior year because of grades.
fucked.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have trouble telling people the truth. That is, Keaton Slovis and Faisal Bands went to the same high school.
Fazo bands. Never forget Fazo. Do you guys remember Epic?
Yes.
Rest in peace to Epic.
Rest in
I'm
peace
pretty
to
sure-
Epic.
I'm pretty sure he passed away. Rest in
He
peace
did.
to
Yeah.
Epic.
Oh, okay.
I was really sad.
Very sad.
But no, that you're so right about that. With all the creatives like come out of like our high school, it's like it's wild. I mean,
I can list off like 50, like right now.
Well,
if
like,
I wanted to.
David Henry. Y'all remember David Henry?
Yeah, Wizards of
Wizards
Waverly
of Waverly Place. He went to. I think he only went for like 1 year to.
So did
something like
someone
that.
from Brockhampton. I'm pretty sure. I
What?
think Jobo went to like for like a year or something, and he like moved to Texas. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
Someone from Brockhampton was at Desert Mountain.
Damn, can you fact check me on that?
Yeah, it was true. Yeah. What's his name? One of the producers.
Was it Joba?
Yeah, it was Joba.
No fucking
Okay.
way.
Yeah. Also, what's his name? That dude from Wizards of Waverly.
We were just saying
Yeah,
that.
we
David
just
Henry.
said that.
And then-
Emma Stone. Emma Stone.
No, she didn't go to
She
Desert
lived-
Mountain, but my
she lived in
dentist did
Ocala.
her teeth.
She lived across from our high school. Yes.
And then what's her name? I don't know her actual name, but her name's Brittany in Glee, the blonde cheerleader girl.
Also, I
She went to
Phoenix, the singer.
We also have Baby G, of course.
Right.
Honorable
You
mention.
Can't forget Baby G.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. ASU had fucking David Spade, Jimmy Fallon, James Harden.
Yeah, no,
It's Arizona in general. Yeah, we're sure we're like 48th in education, but we sure as fuck get some crazy people flying out of it.
Yeah.
shit. No, I know we like actually have so many people that came out of Desert Mountain that were very successful.
We're gonna have Zach Mitchell too at some point. I'm calling that guy.
We got Eric Suarez
He's
too. I
going
mean,
to
he's
SNL.
TikTok famous.
Oh yeah. I think
Someone else saw.
it's it might be there's a tight end in the NFL. I think it might be Mark Andrews. He's like the tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. I think he went to DM too.
Well, then we had what's his name? Kurt Warner. He coached the football team, right, for a little bit.
Yep.
At DM?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, see, this is
Because
what I'm
it's like-
saying. It's just like the Scottsdale area is just
It's crazy, and no
a
one ever thinks
creative
about
influx for no reason.
There's gonna be like 2 dogs.
it. I love dogs. There's
Yeah,
two
yeah.
dogs here.
It birthed
Oh.
Sam Perry. Can we also say that?
Yeah, Mark Andrews did go to
Jesus Christ. Yeah, like, see, we have football players, musicians, us, I guess. We have a podcast.
we have the Job Hunt LLC.
I feel like we're more
yeah.
like entrepreneurs in that sense.
No, yeah, for real, making waves.
Come on. It's like, I've always talked about this. I'm just like, damn, there's so many just like smart ass motherfuckers like on the creative side of things that like went to
Oh,
our
yeah.
high school.
Then my friend
Um,
Lauren, who did Minecraft Club with me, she's a fucking genius, bro. Like,
She's
I
like
mean,
an insane dancer, right?
yes, she
that what it
just
is?
checks off like all the boxes. Like, she can make art too. Like, I've totally seen it. She can make art. She was number 1 in the class. Like, I want to say she's an
Yeah, Scottsdale student of the year.
Sam got Scottsdale Student of the Year.
God damn, that's
Um,
achievement right there.
Yeah, Lauren was like on the varsity pom team since her freshman year and was like number 1 in the class, took like the most advanced classes like ever. Got into Cornell University, like, and she does like astrophysics, I'm pretty sure, as her major.
Jesus Christ.
She's a genius. Like, I don't know. No one's got a brain like Lauren Douglas, I swear to God.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy
think
that
she's
you
gonna
say
take us
that.
to Mars.
Yeah, she better take us to Mars. That'll be another
Lauren,
Desert
when she
Mountain crazy
colonizes
motherfucker.
Mars, she better bring us with.
Dog.
I'll
All
take
I'm
care of the
saying.
art department. You guys will take care of the music department, and Dean, he'll take care of the finances.
There we go. There we go.
Dean's been on the finance, bro. Dean was birthed, and like the sack that he was in wasn't like a sack; it was like a money bag.
It was a money bag. Not for real. Dean is very smart. Let's all think about that for a moment. Dean is very smart when it comes to business and stuff
Dean's
like
very
that.
smart
I've seen
guy.
it firsthand.
One
Well,
thing
that's
that I
that's,
have
that's
to
why
say,
we're here at the
Yes,
job.
exactly.
See the hiring process.
Dean is like the brains
we hired
behind a
him
lot
for
of
a reason. We hired him for a reason, or I hired him for a reason. I
for
guess.
real.
One thing that I have to say is creativity in Arizona is booming. It is never recognized. But name one motherfucker from our high school besides Lauren Douglas that went to MIT or Harvard. Non-existent. Literally no one. Not a single soul from that high school in the like 10-year span below and over the years that we were there has been to a fucking top tier school like that. We're all dumbasses.
Yeah, no, like when it came to academics, we were really not shining with that.
Yeah.
But when it came to creativity and our arts programs and stuff at Desert Mountain, we were so good. I mean, like our theater programs were really good. Remember Coffee House? That was so fun too. Like we always had really good like programs, and I almost didn't go to Desert Mountain. I almost went to. I didn't know. I like almost. I checked out a different high school in Phoenix. It was like Metro School of the Arts or something like that, because I was like, okay, I really want an art-driven school. And I had no idea that Desert Mountain was like that, but I decided to go to Desert Mountain. And I'm so glad I did, because like I got the best art teacher ever.
Right.
Things like that.
Exactly.
Had no idea. But yeah, no, it's like no one knows like the impact, I feel like, of like Arizona art culture.
Which is
like
crazy.
It's going crazy.
Me and Dean talked to Rose Otadi about this. Sydney, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Rose Otadi, but he's like a musician.
I think so.
Like, he's a greatly up and coming musician in Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
But he was talking about how like he's literally assembled like a fucking army of just like musicians in the Phoenix area that are all some of the most talented people I've ever seen in my life. And we've interviewed a bunch of them too. Function Space,
No,
we
for
interviewed.
real.
He's like great on the guitar, and he makes like all of his own music too. Producer, sound engineer, everything. Tyreek, who's like an insane rapper. He just moved to Brooklyn though.
Oh my God, that's crazy though.
A bunch of like artists that are just crazy good. But
no, I know. Like
you never hear like, oh, Phoenix native artist won the Grammy, or like Phoenix native something like just did this huge of music, hit the like Billboard. It'll never happen. Real.
Like it's crazy. And like, I mean, after college, like I want to move back to Phoenix. Georgia, no hate to Georgia, but also full hate to Georgia. It sucks.
You're not rocking with Georgia?
No, I don't rock with Georgia, bro. I mean, it's just I think I don't know. I think there's a lot of different factors of why I don't rock with Georgia. But first of all, it ain't pretty like it is here. You can't like look out and see mountains.
Right.
Like I don't know. That to me that's kind of foul. I don't know. But I lived here my whole life, so like I can't imagine like living in a different landscape, right? I don't know. It's not my fave in terms of like, I mean, the city I live in is not convenient. It is like a tourist city and a college city packed into one, and you cannot have both. You got to pick one. And so it's just insane. But and my school, like they're like overpopulating the city of Savannah so bad. Gentrification.
Huge gentrification.
Lots of gentrification going on. The mild gentrification of Savannah. But yeah, no, I'm like, I want to move back here because like the art scene is like just so up and coming here, and like I don't know, I rock so much more with the art scene here than anywhere else, I think.
Yeah, and you find it super easy here too. Like it's not like a hidden thing whatsoever. I went to one club meeting at ASU that was just like music student association, whatever the fuck, like music industry club, that's what it was. And Rose Otadi was the president of that club. Second I met him, that's it. Like I just like started meeting so many musicians out of nowhere.
No, for real. I meet so many people through, Sam, because I don't live here, anymore.
Right.
I live here part-time. So I'm only here so often, but I met so many people through Sam. And I mean, I meet a lot of people through my school too. I mean, my professors are all creative professionals. My one professor did package design for Lego and stuff, which is
Jesus
pretty
Christ.
sick. Like,
That's amazing.
yeah, like it's really cool because like your professors, like some of them are low key famous and you just would never know it. Like my printmaking professor, he's like my all-time favorite professor at that school, Curtis Bartone. We love Curtis Bartone so much. He's great.
Right.
He's like a famous printmaker and like super well respected in the printmaking community, and you just would never guess it based off. He's so humble and stuff, so you would never assume. But like he's got like exhibitions worldwide, like
Right.
and shit like that. Like he's crazy. And like there's another teacher, I haven't had him, but he does like sketching for Marvel comics and like things like that.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And like we just added a sneaker design minor, which I keep telling Sam, I'm like, Sam, you gotta come over to SCAD and do the sneaker design minor.
Jesus Christ.
It's ran by, I want to say that he was one of the creative like directors for Yeezy. I want to say for the shoes and stuff. I don't think he is anymore. But yeah, he teaches like the whole minor there, and it's like really sick. And he just got featured on Hypebeast a few days ago. Yeah, like it's like crazy. Like it's just like you don't realize the people that you're gonna meet and shit, like with the professors specifically.
Yeah.
They're
And I
also
like-
humble.
Oh, sorry. I was
No,
gonna
you're
say,
good.
I like how it's not really like industry specific, because you said you have like the one guy with Hypebeast, you have like the other professor who did like the box design for Lego and stuff like that. So I like how it's not really like industry specific. I mean, is there like do you have any like professors, or do you know like any like faculty who have ever done like automotive design? Maybe.
We 100% do have professors. I couldn't tell you their names because like they're gonna be like the more industrial design majors, but I want to say that Nissan was a big company with us. I want to say that, and maybe I think a lot of SCAD alumni work for car dealerships like Tesla and things like that. The SCAD alumni, like if you go on LinkedIn and you can see like because I have Savannah College of Art and Design on mine, like I can see who works at where. It's insane, like the amount of people that work at all these random different places and things
That's
like that.
awesome.
Yeah, no, like SCAD is definitely like the standard that they look for in terms of hiring an artist out of college. If you have that name on your resume, you're probably in good shape.
Hell
But-
yeah.
I bet.
Speaking of cars, we have this little game on the
Let's
job
go.
hunt team, and I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but it's called the car game.
Oh,
Now,
God.
as I've said many times before, it's not like an official name, but we don't know what else to call it, so we just call it the car game. But basically, what it is, I got to throw it in at some point in the interview.
Absolutely.
But either me or Alex are going to give you a car, and you're going to tell us what song you would play in that car.
Okay.
Or
Alright.
like, it might not even be a car. It could just be like, it could be a place. You
I
don't know.
promise
Okay.
when I give you the cars, they're not going to be normal cars because I don't know cars.
All right. For sure.
All right, Dean, start us off.
All right, first we got brand new McLaren. What are we feeling?
Definitely Who Dat Boy by Tyler because he crashed his McLaren when he fell asleep.
Oh,
Facts.
that is a good one.
Yeah, I feel like that's like on brand.
That's very on brand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of figured Tyler in my head a little bit, but
Yeah.
makes sense.
All right. Here's a scenario.
Scenario number one.
Scenario number one. You're driving on Hollywood Boulevard in LA, which is a very difficult street to drive on,
Yes.
in a school bus. And every other seat in the school bus has an Alaskan Husky in it. The remaining seats has a retirement home. Just retirement home citizens there. Okay. The speakers in this bus are surround sound and booming. What are you playing?
Booming. Okay, so like the whole street can hear it.
Yep.
All right.
But so
Hmm.
can the dogs and the elderly citizens.
Okay. Okay. I would say like Going Up the Country by Canned Heat. That one's a good one. Gives road trip vibes.
I would
That
play
or like
Stop
Life is
Breathing
a
by
Highway.
Playboi Carti.
20 Minutes by Lil Uzi, actually.
Bang. That's a good song choice. Good song choice. Good song.
My intern is asking how long on the podcast we have left.
Okay. Marcus, cut this part out. We do this, and we have the phone game after, and then we wrap it up. Then we'll
All
hire
right,
you.
sounds
Okay, Marcus, cut back in.
good.
Trying to think. So let's say you're driving in your own car. What Phoebe Bridgers song are you gonna play? Like, let's say you're in your car right now.
Okay.
What would you play?
Probably Graceland 2 or Garden Song. I don't know. It's a tie between either of those. If it's a sunny day though, definitely got to play Silk Chiffon. That's a sunny day kind of song.
Okay, but it's nighttime right now.
Okay,
So-
it's nighttime. So definitely gonna play Graceland 2. She can go wherever she wants. That's like, or she can do whatever she wants to. That's like one of the lyrics. I resonate. Sam has them all memorized because I unfortunately play them so much.
Anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere, any fucking time.
She has songs for all sorts of scenarios.
Yes. No, she does. She does.
All right. You're in the invisible boatmobile. What are you playing?
The Invisible Boatmobile. What am I playing?
But the only thing that's like visible in the invisible boatmobile is
I'm playing Shuda.
16-inch subs.
I play Bacardi. 100% Shuda. 100%.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, no, I was thinking-
time. The invisible boatmobile.
No, yeah, I think that's definitely a good one. And I think like maybe like what the fuck is it? The fucking song by Lil Tecca. Ransom.
Ransom.
Ransom in the Boatmobile.
Yo, Ransom and the boatmobile goes crazy. So, speaking of, we talked a lot of.
Whoa.
Oh,
I
you
got
have
one
more?
more.
You got one
I
more.
got
All
one
right.
more.
Deep.
What song are you playing when you're in a minecart from Minecraft?
Yo.
In that thing.
The NFL theme song. Definitely.
NFL on Fox.
Definitely the NFL Fox theme song. 100%. Yeah. Going through the mine, going through my nether tunnel.
Your redstone powered minecart.
My redstone roller coaster.
Oh,
Definitely.
good choice. All right. So we talked a lot about music right now. Just figured out kind of what Sydney's fucking with, right? But now here's the trap. All right.
Drop
Big
quiet.
trap. We're gonna play a game called the phone game, and this is the final game that we have installed in our series.
Okay.
Basically, you're gonna go first, and you're gonna show us right now what song you were listening to last on your phone.
All right. Oh God,
Are
I
you-
think I know what it is. Okay, it was Cherry Blossom by Casey Musgraves.
Oh, okay. So it's fitting to the car game. It fits the car game. Well, because sometimes we have artists come on here and they're like, "Oh yeah, this artist," and they're listening to some bullshit, some crazy
No,
ass
I
song
ain't
that like,
happy.
doesn't relate whatsoever.
I was probably listening to Cherry Blossom by Casey Musgraves. No shame at all.
All right. It's fitting. Dean, what
Yeah,
about you?
I think so.
All right, here we go.
What was Dean listening to? It was probably some drum and bass.
Remember, guys, the Spotify Wrapped does not lie. Wait, what'd you say? Did you
I
say
said it
drum
was
and
prob-
bass?
Yeah, it was probably some drum and bass.
How'd you know that?
I don't know. You've been
What?
listening to a lot of drum and bass lately.
Oh my god. What? How'd you do that?
I don't know, dog. I mean,
I was
dude, we're
listening
not
to a
friends on
drum and bass
Spotify.
song. That's so crazy.
What was the song?
So it's called An Anesthesia by In Explosions, which
Ooh.
is it's a song I literally found like today when I was in the car because I was just shuffling through like this random like drum and bass playlist, and it goes very hard, and I
Do
enjoyed
you
it
mind sending
very
it
much.
over to
So
me?
I will send it to you right now,
Thank you. I
and then
appreciate it.
it'll inspire you. To be honest, it'll inspire you.
Fire.
Okay, bet. All right, and then let's see what I was listening to.
Yeah, let's see it.
That's
Oh, I
gross.
was listening to some house. I was listening to Baddest of Them All edit by Eliza Rose and Interplanetary Criminal.
Fire.
Wow, the baddest of them all.
Come on. I don't want to get copyright strike. But damn, that's crazy. All right. Well, we learned a lot about Sydney today, everyone. And I
We
need to
did.
sit up for this part. All right. We learned a lot about Sydney's illustration career, everything she's done, kind of just like with like collaboration, working with whoever, whatever, and whatever the fuck, right?
Her
Nope.
And
accomplishments.
I feel like we have someone pretty qualified over here, right? So obviously after these interviews, we have a hiring process, and Sydney is now going to find out if or if not she got hired to work for the Job Hunt LLC, and Dean has an assigned role that Sydney will fulfill if she got hired at the Job Hunt LLC. So Dean, if you
I
don't
hope
mind
I did, bro.
starting the
Sydney,
hiring process.
I hope you read the fine print because everything that you said has been taken into account throughout the process of this interview. And taking that into account, taking in your portfolio, your resume into account, it is with honor with us at the Job Hunt LLC that you have been hired and you have completed the hiring process. Sydney, how do you feel?
Welcome to
Oh
the
my
Job Hunt
God.
LLC, Sydney.
Bro, I feel honored.
Welcome.
I feel better than when I got that damn call from LA with Coachella. I'm honored. I'm glad that I am on the goddamn call. Thank
So
you.
now that you're hired for the Job Hunt LLC, we kind of like switch Frank Ocean, dog. Get the fuck out of it. Now that you're hired for the Job Hunt LLC, we had to switch up our paperwork. You know, I mean, obviously we're in some deep shit with the Hop Junt LLC right now, and we can't say a lot, do a lot. So we had to change up some of our paperwork. We are still allowed to hire new people, but we have to find the most fulfilling role. So it used to be that like you get to pick the role, but we have a lot of staff now. So Dean, what's it gonna be for Sydney? What's it gonna be?
Well, I mean, it might come as a surprise to you, but I think Sydney's gonna be our creative director.
Woo!
Now,
Yo,
I know it doesn't
God,
fit at
making
all.
money moves out here.
here.
Damn.
You'll be working under Sheik. Sheik was
Fire.
hired in episode 5 as the video DJ. Is what he was hired.
Fire. Oh my God.
You can work alongside or under Sheik, but due to grandfather clause and all that shit,
You about to make
You're
good
gonna have to
job
work
Hunt
for that
LLC in
promotion.
a fucking movie. Everybody about to be on this bitch.
everyone's gonna be on the
we're,
movie.
we're assimilating an army.
Whoa!
We
Oh
should.
shit! You weren't supposed to know that.
God. Marcus. All right. Well, that was episode. Holy fuck! There's no chance I lost count. 12. That was episode 12
Episode 12.
of the Job Hunt LLC featuring today Sydney BECRAFT. Sydney, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank
This
you.
is our first time that we've had an artist on here that's like mostly like illustration focused. Typically, we did a lot of actually we had Noah. Noah was a tattoo artist, but we have a lot of like music stuff going on. So this was a really special episode. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in today. I know we stepped away for a little bit, but we did do that Tommy interview, and that got a lot of good feedback. So we're here now that we're on winter break from school. We're getting a fuckload of interviews cranked out, and Sydney BECRAFT was the first one that we did. Also, stay
Thank
tuned
you.
for episode 13, 14, 15, episode 15 coming up with Sam Perry. That's going to be a
Oh, hell yeah.
crazy
Hell yeah.
episode. So that was a little snippet. We saw Sam Perry today, but thank you everyone for watching.
Got the
We have a
sneak peek.
couple
Special feature.
corporation events coming up, you know, like that you can participate in. The first event is the press the like button event. The second event is the press the subscribe button event. And then the third one is share this with everyone that you know. Share it with your mom. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your great grandma. Share it with your great great grandma. I don't give a fuck if she's dead. Okay. Share it. Share it with everyone that you know, because we're trying to get the Job Hunt LLC to 1 million subscribers so that we can call it the Job Hunt Corporation. All right.
And
Thank you
hit
everyone for
the
watching.
notification bell.
Hit the notification bell. I've never said that in my life. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, we gotta start reminding people to hit the notification bell, because anytime we drop a new episode, then you'll know. You'll know
And
when to
you'll know
watch
that
it.
we dropped an episode, dog. I mean, it's just that easy. All right, Sydney, any final statements?
No, but thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure. I can't believe I'm the creative director now. I'm gonna get on my shit as soon as I get home. Don't
And
even
she's
worry
doing
about
it for free.
I am doing it for free. It's my charity work, but it's not charity work because we Job Hunt LLC about to go places. We all know that.
We have a mission.
We have a
And
mission. We have a fucking mission.
we have a mission. And with that being said, thank you everyone for watching and have a good night.